When the word addict is said, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Usually, when I think of an addict, I think of someone who lives at the corner of a street, who's always begging for money just to buy more drugs, something to support his addiction. That's not always the case though. Today, I'll be filming a documentary on coffee and the effects it has on college students. Is coffee a drug or is it not a drug? Is it addictive or not addictive? I personally do think that coffee is an addictive drug. I myself, as a coffee drinker, find myself sometimes looking for coffee, desperately needing it just to finish my paper for the night and hand it in on time the next morning. This is what regular college student behavior looks like. It's normal for us. We need coffee. Did you know that coffee can increase osteoporosis, cause wrinkles, cause weight gain, and is also loaded with pesticides? Neither did I. I also didn't know that it's highly addictive, especially for college students. Heather Shui wrote her own scholarly article about coffee. She explained her own addiction with coffee throughout her college years, and I quote, "Unfortunately, the college atmosphere lends itself to addiction. Students are free to make their own choices, so it's easier to get out of balance in certain areas when no one's checking up on you. Everything is new, and juggling all your activities, classes, and friends is a challenge. It's easy to feel out of control, so we seek stability in something else. That something else always ends up controlling us." This is true. I have asked many college students about this, and they all tell me the same thing. No one really realizes how far their addiction has come up until the point where they think about it. I decided to interview my close friend and also local barista, Ethan Crystal. He works at Starbucks, and he also happens to be one of my closest friends. This is why I felt comfortable to ask him a couple questions about the subject. Firstly, I asked him what his most popular clientele is. He did tell me that college students are very large clientele, especially during the school year. He said that this time of year is very busy, especially with younger students who are always there studying and drinking up on coffee. Secondly, I asked him, on average, how many coffees do college students get? He wasn't really sure about this, said he didn't pay much attention, but he said most of them buy 2 at least. And thirdly, I asked Ethan what his personal opinion is as a college student as well as a barista. He answered, telling me how he does feel the need for coffee and is very much addicted to it, just like the rest of us. He says every time he has something due the next morning, he needs coffee to function and get it done. He said that's the only way. Although caffeine doesn't threaten your physical, social, economic health the way addictive drugs do, it is still considered an addiction because it does cause mild physical dependence. This is enough to be considered a drug, an addictive drug. Lastly, I would just like to say that according to my sources, coffee is an addiction, but it is not as strong or harsh as crazy drugs such as like cocaine or ecstasy or meth or any of that stuff. It is very easy to cure and get unaddicted from, I guess. It is normal for us college students to need it in order to pull through the night and finish our work, but it's nothing that we can't control. It is very easily controlled. We just need to think about it and put our minds to it. After that, there you go, it's gone. This documentary was just to get awareness out. That is the main purpose. That is what my message was. I just want people to be aware of what goes into their mouth and the things it causes to your body, such as the things I mentioned previously. That's it. Thank you so much.